corny.
Tonight, on Real Honesty without Jonn Ritland, we have matchups galore on NXT. Bad commentary from Shayna Baszler. A match between Dakota Kai and Lacey Evans. A triple threat match with Nikki Cross, Kairi Sane, and Candice LeRae. We also had a match between Cassius Ohno and Jobber Ricky Ramirez. Is it Ricky Ramirez? Rick Ramirez. But let's get into the nitty-gritty.
We started off the night with a match between Dakota Kai and Lacey Evans. Team Punch versus Team Kick, as I'll call them from here on out. Lacey begins with mocking Dakota Kai's kicks, and immediately gets flipped by Kai onto her back. Two go at it for a brief time, with Dakota Kai really taking the speed advantage in this match. But Lacey quickly gives Kai the slip, getting Kai's leg tied up in the corner, using it to her advantage. After this moment, Evans worked Kai's leg into sheer uselessness, getting Dakota grounded and getting her into submission. Every time Kai breaks free, she's put into yet another hold. After about 6 minutes of abuse, Kai manages to turn it around, start repeatedly kicking Lacey Evans in the face, and then Kai attempts to pick up the pace. She goes for it. She goes to kick her in the face, and she is taken down with the women's right. Lacey Evans pins Dakota Kai for the 1, 2, 3. Then we got a promo with Ricochet dissing on the Undisputed Era, calling out Adam Cole for his few title defenses. And we'll get back to Undisputed Era later in the show. We had a quick promo with EC3 acting like a goody two-shoes kind of guy. Not really. Giving the guy picture, getting selfie on Instagram with the guy. Threw a EC3 shirt out to another guy saying, "I don't need your money, I'm rich." And then gets interrupted by Kona Reeves, who starts to kind of disassemble EC3, saying, "I like the suit, but it's not the finest. I like your watch, but it's just not." And EC3 cuts him off and goes, "The finest, yeah, I get it. Listen, if you're gonna banter with EC3, you better bring your best, or you better bring your A game." And EC3 just kind of takes him down and says, "Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me!" And then starts pestering him like a child, which was actually pretty entertaining to watch. But yeah, we're going to end up having a match with EC3 versus Kona Reeves. We had a promo package hyping up the match between Tommaso Ciampa and Aleister Black. And I just closed my notes. And then we got into the matchup between Cassius Ohno, Rick Ramirez squash match. Seconds into it, knockout right hand punch, Cassius Ohno wins. And that was it. We had Undisputed Era talking about, how much gold they got around their waists and how much gold they've got, and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Trophy. They've got the tag team titles. They've got the North American title. Adam Cole starts kind of dissing on Ricochet, and he calls himself a fighting champion, even though he hasn't really fought that much on his own. But yeah, we're gonna end up having that match between Ricochet and Adam Cole of Blue Blade. Then we had a nice long promo, just video package from the War Raiders covering their history together. We had a promo of Velveteen Dream, which if I edited it in, well, let's just say the Velveteen Dream promo was a little corny, but it worked for Velveteen Dream. Then yeah, after that promo, we got into the main event of the night, and the main event of the night is a triple threat match between Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane. Boy howdy, was this a great match, but we had a bit of a sore spot on this matchup, and that's Shayna Baszler on commentary, who did an absolutely wonderfully atrocious job at it. She needed to be saved a few times from the commentary team, because she got tripped up on her own words. But yeah, as the match begins, you get a lot of chance for Kairi Sane, you get a lot of chance for Nikki Cross, but because everyone's in a pattern, they don't chant for Candice LeRae until it's just Nikki Cross and Candice LeRae in the ring. Begins with a three-way onslaught. All of them end up out of the ring. Nikki and Candice go with a brief back and forth before Kyrie recovers and attacks Nikki Cross while she had Candice in the Tree of Woe. Kyrie takes advantage of Candice's situation, double stomps her, gets her in a submission hold, gets interrupted. A lot happened in this match, more than I could type, and I can type pretty fast, but this was just a solidly great main event match. That would be the envy of any pay-per-view, really. And I don't just mean in women's matches either. This was a fantastic matchup. Yeah, a lot happened. We had a few moments with a few oddly done moves. I do notice that Nikki Cross's kicks when she's up on the rope are really slow and doesn't got a lot of force behind it. Doesn't have a lot of force behind it. English, metriacal fornicator, don't thou speaketh? Yeah, including Nikki, there were a lot of great spots with Nikki Cross performing a DDT on Candice LeRae on the ramp. Crowds just going nuts, even to the point where they ran out of things to chant, so they just started chanting Mamma Mia. Here we go again. It's just a nice aside to Mauro Ranallo. The fight carried on to full-on greatness, with Kairi Sane pinning Candice LeRae after hitting her with the insane elbow. And that was NXT. There are very few complaints I could really have other than Shayna Baszler on commentary and not understanding the point of the Cassius Ohno squash match. But that aside, I'm going to go ahead and give NXT an A-. And I will leave the poll right up here for you to touch. A poll. And leave a grade as well. But yeah, this has been Real Honesty without Jonn Ritland. I am not Jonn Ritland. I am the Durbinator. And please subscribe. And you have a great night.